Good evening. It's a Friday. It means, well, some weeks it means, it's Brewskis of the Broskis. Once again, haven't been about for a couple of weeks, had things on. Unfortunately, life gets in the way sometimes, but we're here tonight. As much as we'd love this to be our full-time job and do it every fucking day, unfortunately, health-wise, I don't think it would be very good for us.
Unless you guys want to volunteer about 1,500 quid a month to us each, we can quit our full-time job and do this full-time. But until then, once a week, possibly.
I think we need more than 1,500 quid because we've got to buy beer every day then.
That is true. About 1,700 quid a week a month will do us fine. If you guys have got that spare change. If any of our heavy investors from the States want to listen in and drop us some coin, some moolah.
Any heavy investors here, Lee Redford.
Anybody that's got deep pockets want to help the boys out?
Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes life gets in the way of things, like it did last week. But we're here this week. We've got two. I think I've got a Hells and a Pilsner.
Mm-hmm. Do you know who loves a Pilsner?
Marty and his brother Teddy.
Teddy loves a Pilsner.
So the Pilsner we've got is Jeva, or Jeva, whichever you prefer.
Jeva.
And it is from Elizabeth Hoon.
From who?
On there it says Elizabeth Hofer. I think it's German. We're going with German. It says .de, so I'm going to go with German.
So it's a good guess. Good educated guess. We're going German.
It is a 500 milliliter, 4.9%, and it is 40 calories per 100 milliliter. So there is
200 calories.
Mathematics.
200 calories.
Yes.
Get at the pot, lad.
Your 11 times 11s are getting in there, innit? And then we've got this one, some monk with something on his eye. Once again, this is from Germany.
I mean, I think we're safe to say this one is 100% German.
It's Augustine Brau Munich or Munchen, Lager Beer Hell. It's also got the Munich beer of whatever standard on it. This is 5.2. This is only 38 calories a 100 milliliter. So like you get more volume or less calories with this one than you are with Jeva.
Look at that.
I bought them from Talk Bar and it was 14 quid for the 4. So what's that?
3.50 each.
Yeah, that's all right, isn't it?
Not too shabby, that is it. Not too shabby at all. We'll quite happily take those.
I'm going to be honest with you all now. I've had Jeva before. I'll leave Marty to rate this one.
Have you had it? Oh, you dirty dog.
I had it on draft, didn't I? But I wanted you to go with it.
Ah, all right, cool. Cool. Don't know if you can hear Lex on the blast in the background there. But the best fucking turn that shite down, whatever they're going to put on.
So let's have a little talk about the week that's been happening. Massive news happened last Saturday. Nobody saw it, but Sunderland beat Wigan.
What? I mean, that was an absolute turn up for the books because nobody's seen that coming.
I was expecting a car crash, to be honest, last Saturday.
Well, funny you should mention car crashes.
It's a new car, Marty.
Well, it got crashed into, didn't it? Fucking 5-year-old car. Like, no, obviously not brand new car, but brand new. It was 5 years old. Somebody fucking smashed into the side of it. Arsehole. And then tries to get out of the car and then instantly blamed Christina because he sees a young, like some middle-aged to late-age fucking 50s guy, 60s guy, instantly gets out of the car and sees a young lass and then a young steward and midwife in the car where trying to
young lass, was it the lass who was in the car with Christine?
Aye, obviously, aye. That's it. And then try to give the big and straight away, hitting on the intimidation factor. You're at fault. You did this. And I was like, well, he's hit the back end of your car when you've gone across the road and he's come from a side street. It's pretty much nailed on. Who's at fault for that?
And I imagine that when they're like being arsehole, like, oh, it's your fault, this, that, and the other, and you just turn around and say, well, actually, mate, what happened was I was driving down the road and I was established on the road and you came out and you impeded my route by cutting me up and hitting my car. So technically, you're at fault, sir. He'd be like,
just get out of the car and look and say, look, where have you hit me? Look where you've hit me on that back wheel arch.
what I've done, mate, is I saw you coming out, so I thought, fuck it, I'll reverse.
Oh my God, I swear to God, people
Problem
like...
is, you can't be sarcastic with people because they'll turn around and say, oh, well, when I'm reverse during the crash.
You've admitted it, you've admitted that's it. Like, I was watching something, what was I watching earlier on today? Or it might have been yesterday. And there was some guy went into the States and he said, this is why they don't get out of humour. Oh, so he got off the airport and he said he went through like TSA. Said there was this big bloke on the customs and checkout, and he said, "Have you smuggled any food in for you with you today?" He went, "Why are you hungry? Are you?" he said instantly straight in there, passport control, getting frisked and everything. He went, "That's why Americans just don't get out of humour." And I was like, and I was laughing me back off me. It's like, that's funny as hell. Are you hungry? Like, what a guy. But
passport control is fucking tax for everyone. I've landed in New York. Like, it was about 9:30 New York time.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get me hotel till 12:30, and that was at the airport for the first knee.
Ridiculous.
Literally got there and called you up, so called up and to you if I went on me mate out. So me and Al stood there like that. What's these about? I'm like, what about these? The Iraq? Yeah, I've been. What are you there for? Fucking summer holiday, mate. What do you reckon?
Why would anybody fucking volunteer to go into Iraq just for fun?
Like, literally, and then he's like, "Oh, what are you doing in New York?" I'm like, I don't know. Down for a few drinks, have a laugh, maybe pull a bird. That not loud.
Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy.
Like, absolutely plain face, and you have a joke with them, and it just.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I was laughing back off when that guy said, "Why are you hungry?" And he just took it instantly to heart and like dead serious. He was like, "Fuck's sake, man, get a grip."
It's not just that they didn't like something. They just didn't like. I went up and I cracked the joke, and he just looked at us and looked back down at my passport. I was like, oh, fucking tumbleweeds.
Absolutely awful. I don't get how they don't get it. Well, I do get how they don't get out of humour, but it's a shame that they don't get out of humour.
Aye. Well, let's be honest, our humour is pretty brutal. Like,
I mean,
especially if he's a big fatter lad and you're like, "Why are you hungry, mate?" He's probably like, "You're calling me fat."
It's exactly it.
Exactly what I'm calling you, mate. So I am. But all the snacks on the plate.
I think a couple of weeks ago when I was telling you, I followed that. I see that miss on TikTok who lives in England now, lives down somewhere in Yorkshire, but like she's from the States, and she was saying she just loves how like we just call each other names and like it's friendly banter, like you're walking the pub, "All right, you little fucking pedo," or "you little nonce," and like
I hope you're nonce.
Like to us, it's just natural behaviour and it's a normal word to call each other. But like in the States, if you call somebody that, you're like, "Who's this? Who is it?" Like gone after like schizo.
He's been noncing people.
That's it. But like you can't nowhere in the world can you call somebody pedo and get away with it, like apart from here.
Yeah. Like classic ones, like a fucking gay boy pulled some woman last night. He's gay.
That's it. What the fuck, man? Like absolute mind confusion. It's crazy, man.
You guys are fucked up.
He put in the wrong hole, man. It's class. I like said that.
It was when American done that.
Hey?
I know some people who's been American put in the wrong one. The only one option, but it was the wrong one.
Like I said, our sense of humor that we have actually in England is superior to anybody else's, and anybody else will ever come close to it.
That's it.
It's our language, it's our banter, it's our way of life. So people who don't get it, that's on them.
The Aussies get it a bit.
Yeah, the
Aussies have good banter.
Aussies can have a little crack on, but a little joke. But I think sometimes they still look at us and think, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, but we're the masters of it, aren't we?
Yeah, that's it. That's for everybody else to follow on. And learn, but the world evolves slowly, and it's what it is.
So, what else has been happening? Not much is happening in the world, is there?
Nah.
COVID's finished.
I was at the Western show last Saturday. Decent show, some good matches. Sunday, I had a match. Ollie had a match. Now spectacular. And then just busy with work, and just busy. Like all this week, I've had a really bad chesty cough, tickly cough, and it's just been
COVID. That's finished.
That's it. Well, I had COVID like a month ago, didn't I? So no, it wasn't that.
Yeah, mate. I called it when I put that thing on Instagram. Dr. Evil out of Austin Powers. COVID's finished, and then underneath the wifey who's there, prepare for war.
Well, we've said for many years now, haven't we? Said, look, the media always needs something mainstream to report on.
I reckon there's a fucking WhatsApp group, right? And right, we milk this COVID as far as we can get it. People not believing it anymore.
All the world leaders just in this WhatsApp group.
What we're gonna do now? And look, I'm not being funny, but Vlad the lad, you're gonna have to step up.
That's it. In a massive fucking WhatsApp group with all the leaders. What's going on now? You see Putin typing, don't worry, boys, I've got this. Hold the nuke.
Where should I attack that? I'll get a bit of nuke. But no one cares about Ukraine. Fair play.
You see China, ... Ukraine.
Well, I'm just waiting for China to fucking go and invade Taiwan and wait for all the outcry and that about that from everybody.
I just think it's, man, like I said, I think it's like we were talking in the pub earlier on today, it's like the time to get involved is for us, is like I said, when they start hitting power plants. No. And that's
they hit a power plant last night. This time, Boris, if you listen, this time to fucking get your fucking arse in.
That's what we were saying earlier in the pub, when Russia start hitting nuclear power plants, that's when it's time to get involved.
Put this way, right? Everyone talks about how fucking black doesn't watch this podcast. We'll be on the hit list.
At least one woman of Bamridge is the list still. Might get some of his gear.
But the Russian army didn't look that good. Ukraine's got a ragtag army and the volunteers and they're holding them up here.
Well, that's what it's like. I've seen loads of them, right? And they all don't want to be there. They're all literally just doing it because Putin's telling them to do it. Not that they want to do it.
Killed if you didn't.
Not that they believe in it or they want to do it. It's that they're literally under fucking witchcraft by Putin this year. Yeah, you need to do it.
By you? Putin.
Putin, aye?
You said Putin. Under witchcraft by Putin. Oh. I think you went to say Pluto and then Putin.
I seen the dog coming down the stairs and then Pluto came at me head.
All right.
Come here. Hey.
Don't want anything
none of them pay attention. She's here, but none of them pay attention to her. Well, get it. Yeah, you can get it. Yes.
She was with Dad.
Take her. You're not going outside? You want to go outside? Take her upstairs.
Your mum told us to take
her upstairs now.
Back chat.
Little spank.
So yeah, so Ukraine's happening. COVID's finished though. That's a shot in the arm, isn't it? Well, free for some people.
What was that? Sorry, I was listening.
When COVID's over, that was a shot in the arm. Well, free for some people.
Yeah, I was talking
for somebody who didn't want it and then doesn't have to have it.
I know. Well, I was talking to somebody on the phone at work the other day. I think it might be Wednesday or Thursday. I don't
know what that's like, mate.
Well, Wednesday or Thursday, right? He was talking he was only from County Durham, and I was chatting about it. He said his missus was need to get it because she was frontline work. I was like, oh, I see him as my wife, she's a midwife, so they were forced on her. She's like, oh, my wife's a nurse, and in somewhere I don't know, Newcastle or somewhere like that or wherever it was. And then she's had 2 jabs, and since she had a second jab, she started having mega tremors, shaking all over the place. And she said I think she's got an MRI scan booked in for 3 weeks time to have it check see if she's got a bleed on the brain or anything because of all these things.
Oh well, 3 weeks is not Fucking bleed on the brain. Fucking 3 weeks to wait. Jesus Christ.
That's it. I was like, that's it. That's what I said. I was like, and I was saying to the guy, I was like, look, we all know obviously that your wife's tremors and stuff has come from these obviously injections. It's like, oh, 100%. But I was like, but you're never going to get like the government to admit liability for this. He's like, 100% not. Definitely it's not going to happen. And then I was telling him the story that obviously Sid the dealer saying, oh, he's never give consent to take like any of these jabs. And I was like, you've given me your fucking arm to have this jab. What you talking about? That's enough consent as it possibly guns. He was adamant. Sid the kid.
He said that did he get the jabs and then said he didn't consent to them?
Oh, he's had all jabs, all boosters, and then we always have the conversation, and he always says, "I've never give consent to get like the jab." I was like,
"You not sign a form or something when you got in?"
Nah, but giving your arm is big enough consent to start with.
Well, you booking an appointment to can't get a jab.
Oh, that's it.
It's kind of consent in itself.
Well, I'm saying that. Well, it's not like somebody's chopped your arm off, had a fucking jab, and then brought it back you and stitched it on.
It's not like fucking 5 men and came in a fucking 18 pad on a knee time, ski masks on, bundles, sit the kid in the back of it, took him to some place.
That's it, innit? Like
jabbed them up and then dropped them back.
I know. Absolutely crackers, man. Crackers.
At the end of the day, it is consent because you're willingly given the arm.
Of course, 100%. Like, and it's crackers, but him and
yeah, I didn't consent. So what I done was I went on the website. I booked an appointment and I drove to the appointment, checked myself in, went upstairs, rolled my arm sleeve up. They jabbed us and I walked down. I thought, fuck, I haven't even give consent here.
I haven't signed the box or tick me form to say it needs doing.
Well, Sid, bigger fool you for driving there and fucking doing it, mate.
He's off the Dominican Republic on I think Monday or Sunday with cars.
Oh, is that why he got the jabs, was it?
No, he got the jabs because he's a snowflake. He needs the jabs. Believes in it all.
Oh, I bet you he did. I bet he was fuming that you convinced his daughter not to have one.
He probably does think that's the case as well, but believe what they want to believe.
I convinced you not to get it.
No,
I booked in.
Don't be. No, I didn't. I had it. They said I had to book it in, and I was going to book it in, but you said, well, you didn't have it for us. I was like, oh, well, that's the case, and I'm good.
See, convinced you.
That's not convincing. Say, well, you didn't need it for us. I was like, well, I'm not getting it then.
Well, mate, as I said, everyone, I was willing to give me arm up and tap the jab until I named had one job and they came out and said, oh, we're going to have to get a booster for a third. So I think to myself,
yeah. Like I said, I never believed
it only gives you immunity for 12 weeks.
We've had this conversation many times and we've said from the get-go, we've never believed and said there was always something fishy about it and it never sat flush, so we're just not having any of it. And then obviously...
Mate, I didn't hear anything about COVID now.
You don't? You don't know? It's done. He's let all the Indians go. He said, fight for yourselves now, like, deal with it. So you're not going to hear now from it now? Which is absolutely ridiculous. Like I said, like you had all these people like literally worried for their jobs, like getting jobs left, right, and centre, protecting themselves because they thought they were going to lose the jobs, and now they don't need them. And it just always reminds me back to when that guy, was on like ITV News or something, talking to like the health secretary, like the surgeon, and saying, "Oh, look, I deal with all these figures on left, right, and centre daily, and you're telling me I need it when I can see I don't need it." And now I'm going to be out of job because I'm not going to get the job for you. I hope we didn't get that job. Aye?
Hey?
Just been telling you a story, you weren't even listening.
What about the job? Am I getting a job, did you say?
No, I've just said a full story and you weren't even listening to what I've just said.
I was listening, I just heard a job at the end.
Well, you haven't got a clue what I've just said, so you clearly weren't listening.
I was checking COVID cases in the UK, mate.
Well, I was listening, but what I say about a job? Well, what was my story about
Did you mention a job?
That was the last thing I said.
Well, I was listening a bit.
I said a minute story for the full time.
Well, tell it again.
No, it's boring.
Why are you telling it on the podcast then? Yeah. Scotland COVID cases rise, while England and Northern Ireland show fall.
It just shows like it's bullshit, man. Like now the public fear is out the question. It's kind of gone away. We're gonna forget about it. It's always been the case. It was always the case. Fear factor for this was a mega thing. 1 second, I'm just turning the seat off. So I think it's still going on. Get that out. Get that heat off. Do you want to think we're living in a fucking sauna in this house?
COVID's still there, but it's not as because, like, for an example, yesterday they said there was 45,000 cases in the UK. There was only like 110 deaths, I think. That's not even like 1% is what 4,400 is 10%, so it's like 400 is 1%, so it's like 0.2 of a percent.
0.25%. Aye, it's ridiculous. So. Like I said, it's just man. Like it was all, like we've said from the get-go, it was all just a scare tactic. It was all a money-making scheme for them. It was all the joke. People are going, well, it didn't make no money from it, but
it did. Because like they were giving PPE contracts to the friends, and they had shares in the companies and stuff.
Of course, they made billions and billions and billions of protective PPE equipment. That costs money. That costs money to make. That costs money to then sell to the contractors.
Pfizer, fucking record profits.
Pfizer, the same guy who had shares in COVID.
Aye, that's it.
Fucking dodgy bastard. Absolutely dodgy cunt.
Shares in COVID, but don't worry, I've got shares in the company that's going to get you better.
Now, cunt's not a word that we banned often on the show because we don't agree with.
But he is a cunt.
But he is a dodgy cunt, him. That was mad.
Right,
mad.
Let's get these beers cracked up. Enough of the news, because it's depressing.
Enough of that boring shit. Which one we're going for first, then?
Well, we're going Jeva first, because I've had it before, so I'll let
All right.
get into it. Has Ed showed you his new workplace yet?
Aye, decent. It looks smart.
It
looks
smart.
nice.
He messaged me. Be your club on a Friday. I was like, Ed, you're a fucking lightweight anyway.
Aye, 2 beers and it's done. He's telling me, he's saying the best thing about it is like they've got a gym in there, so you can go to the gym like an hour before work every day. He's like, get me beast mode. I was like, why are you, little fairy?
I know. Fucking watch Pancho out of fucking Dirty Sanchez.
But again, so this was a Jeva. Smells like cat piss, smells like fucking Bex and Heineken.
Oh, it smells like building it.
Smells a little bit
like
better. It smells a little bit better than Bex and Heineken, but you know what, right? Every week, and I'll probably say the same thing.
Oh, you can fuck at the heat on that. Is that the fucking?
I was kind of bad. When you said look at that, I looked up and I was like, and then it got worse.
Oh, mate, it was already gone drastically wrong at that point, mate.
It was bad. But anyways, I was thinking every week I look and I think, which hand do I pour fucking beer with? And I always forget. Obviously, I'm left-handed, but then I do most things with my right hand to start with. So I never know which hand I need to pour beer with. I just pick it up and I just pour.
Like, that's a pour, mate.
Like to whichever hand. What glass you got in there? Oh,
Beavertown?
I know I still need one of them glasses. Where was I going to get one from before?
What's it called? Green.
Sticky Wicket.
Range.
The range.
Green. What's that one that you got? The Sizzler.
Aye, the Grange, aye.
You said you want to steal one from there.
Did I? I can't remember seeing one in there.
Anywho.
Anyway, never mind. It's also said, can you quick like? I mean, still
Out a little bit.
Still fizzling away a little bit.
Size you want it to be, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's decent. I expect the pills to be like that. It's not like a mainstream lager, is it? So you didn't want like a mega fluffy head on it. But there, look at that. It's still gone berserk, and there, look at that. Like fucking champion in the bottom of there. Want a bit of the bubbly?
Bit bubbly.
Well, we'll give it a go.
Aye.
Cheers. Oh, it's a really strong pills, that. Packs of...
You can taste the peppery taste in it.
Packs of mega kick. Christina's messaging. Oh, I'm laughing because Christina's just messaging, stop turning the songs over. Oh no, she didn't message me. She sent it in the group with the kids in. I was thinking, I'm not touching the songs. What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis?
Barbie girl gone past after.
I wonder what she's got on because if she's got a Spotify on her Alexa.
You can change it.
Aye.
Put the rave on.
I put the rave on all the time. See if she must. Oh no, she's got it on Spotify. Never mind. But I put the rave.
Change it.
I deleted the app Spotify as soon as I took Amazon Music. I deleted Spotify.
So what do you think?
It's really strong. Like it's got a very strong, like pointing. What's it called? Poignant. Like I can't think what the word's called. When it's like right on you, like hits you in the face straight away. Poignant. Aye, poignant. Whatever. Whatever that word is. Whatever that word is, got a really.
You say it, and then I'll put potent in when you say it.
Potent.
Potent.
Potent. That's what I said.
You never said pointing.
Oh no, but then I said potent, and then you said something different. So I thought
potent afterwards.
I did. I said it, and then
it's lucky we can look back at this.
I but you say that all the time, thinking every day. But I'm sure I said potent, and then you said something different. So I'm just thinking that I said it wrong.
Automatic.
Anyways, it's a really strong potent taste on it, and and it just hits you. But it's not a bad drink. It tastes like a German beer.
Tastes like a German Pilsner, doesn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like when you think about German beers or just a German drink in general, whether it being a wheat beer, a Pils, an IPA, they all have that same subtleness of a taste of a drink. And then obviously depending what type of like ale it is to how it's like separated up. But yeah, you can taste it. You can tell it's a German beer.
I like it.
But I was going to say, we had the conversation earlier on, like German beers pretty much all taste the same. So yeah,
wheat beer, it's hard to separate on a wheat beer because
well, we've had so many different like German wheat beers where when it comes to like wheat beers, we've had obviously banana wheat beers, we've had fucking loads to think about, but they all pretty much have that similar taste and distinctiveness, and it's really hard to separate them. Don't get me wrong, though.
Germany, I think what it is like where you live is like kind of the one you would drink. Like if you live in Munich, it's like I think it's where you live is what you drink there. So if you live in Munich, you drink Paulina.
Yeah.
If you live in, I don't know, Dusseldorf, for example, it might be meat. If you live in like Paderborn, Herford area, up that way, Dusseldorf, it's probably Mieselweiss.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, like I said, I think the vast majority are generally nice drinks to start with, so you can get away with them. Like, but it's one of those things that once you've had one, you've had them all because it's.
Oh yeah, what I'm getting at is like probably if you're in Munich, you probably wouldn't even get Erdinger. Was what I'm saying. Probably Paulina is the one that you would drink.
Yeah, it's the same as like if you go like up and down the country here, like in Newcastle, you can Brown Ale, Sunderland, you can Vauxhall's,
Maxim,
like, Maxim, yeah. Like same shit.
You can't same drink.
Yeah.
Similar taste.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm.
Never drink. Always drink Maxim. Never drink Brown. Some of the boys are in town.
That's it. But yeah, it's one of those things that like wherever you can, you'll get the same drink, but branded different, labeled different, but same drink, different day. Same with like these Germans. I think that one there, it's all right. It's a bit sickening to be honest when I'm going through it. Like I'm going to drink it, but I probably struggle to drink it. It's a bit, I don't know, not
too hard for you. Too hard for you.
It's a bit gangster for us, aye.
Little Fanny that you were going to say.
Eh?
Little Fanny.
Little Fanny. Christina's just messaging the group saying, "What's Luna doing?" I'm saying, "Having a shit on the floor." I didn't even know what to hear him downstairs. Just winding up.
You say you're stomping upstairs.
Aye. Banging and everything. That was me.
Oh, it was here.
Really? Aye.
Well, it's fuck.
Well, right bastard. Then Amelia's getting involved.
She's with me, man. I didn't know it was a dad. He shouted at us earlier on the podcast.
For God's sake, man.
Shouting shit on the road.
Aye. Fucking hell, that mug.
Diarrhea shit.
You know what, right? She's like, we've got it now short. 18 weeks now, 17, 18 weeks now. And I've not seen her have diarrhea once.
Yeah, I'm not a 17 or 18 weeks.
No, I'm saying she's 17, 18 weeks. We've had her since she was 8, like, we've had her 10 or 11 weeks now. We got her when she was 8 weeks old.
Got our Christmas, didn't you?
Christmas Eve, aye. She was 8 weeks old on Christmas Eve.
That's 8 weeks ago.
Well, not if she's 17 weeks, it's 9 weeks. So if she's 18 weeks, it's 10 weeks. So we've had her for that amount of time. But in that time, I've not seen her day diarrhea once.
Aye, because you're not eating giving a shite yet at the moment, are you?
Hey?
You're not feeding the shit at the moment, are you?
No, we feel a good, like, you know, like she gets fucking, like, doggy's version of like mince and dumplings and minced dinners and lamb and chicken and beef and stuff and duck.
It's better than you.
She's how's it going? Like, literally, she gets the parcel delivered every week and it's got a squalene for the week and it's like unbelievable. So I'm thinking, that's ridiculous.
How much you get for that?
Don't know, Christina pays for that. No, do with me that. Well, that. It's like,
Who was your pedigree? Tin of pedigree, chum.
fucking I one a day. Butcher's one a day.
Aye, that's it. That's what Butch got. One a day,
Like that's what we
Butcher's
that's what
fried.
Luno's Butchers, that's what Luna was on before. Christina found out this fucking posh food for dogs.
That's why she hadn't had the shit. Just, you give any kebab meat yet?
I tried out some, but she ate a little bit of it, but she was not like Twinks. Twinks will scan as much kebab meat as you could feed her. Like now when you get the arcade and you get the tickets and you feed it in the mouth, and you go, that's what Twinks does, just sucks the fucking kebab meat up. And I'm like, that's my cat. But Luna will have a little bit of it and then leave it. She's not a mega fan of it.
Not your fucking bloody.
Probably for the best. She's not getting my kebab meat, bitch.
Marty, I think everyone in the family knows I'm getting you a kebab meat.
No. I literally, when I eat my tea on the floor, Twinks and Luna, well, Twinks knew what he was saying, but Luna, she'll sit down, and if I didn't give any, then she'll lie down, and then she'll like do a little doggy quad and me play it. And I'm like, did it get any closer? And she just doesn't even try and like get anything. She just sits and watches eat all the food. Because she goes, you need to give her some. Look how nice she went. Like, she can have a name. She can lick the plate. That's all she's doing.
I didn't gone up and fucking try to get in mince and dumplings to wrap.
Nah, bitch, you bite me fucking face off.
Okay, now.
That's good, man. Like, I'm not joking you. The food that she has is ridiculous. It's so much like good food. It's like human food, but for dogs.
What's it called? The place?
The place where she gets her scan from?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I message Black Ass. Christina thinks I'm being deadly serious. I knew she had to go. Can't even have a bathroom piece without her chewing and shitting all over. Because no one will watch her. I'm joking. Calm down.
If you want to eat a butternut box, freshly prepared dog food delivery.
I don't know what it is. I think the box in the kitchen. Let's have a look. 1 second. See if that box is in the kitchen. 2 seconds. It's called a butternut box.
That's what I'm on, butternut.
Aye.
25% off your first 2 boxes.
Oh, expensive, isn't it?
I don't know yet.
Well, we just had the first 2 boxes, so we're paying full price now.
Is she sprayed, the dog?
Is she sprayed? Yeah. Well, being injected.
I don't even know what being sprayed means.
Oh, sprayed. No, I think that's when they're done, isn't it? It's like when you get a cat sprayed so they can't have kids. No, she's not. But I've seen all the scrum that they've got there, like fucking posh food for dogs.
So she's about 4 months old.
Aye, 4 and a bit month, aye. Just over 4 months.
I just put 4 months.
She was born a week before exactly 1 week before bonfire night, 25th of October, or 27th of October, sorry. Something like that. But the food, like the other day, yesterday, I put some duck down for her, like, and she wasn't too keen on it. She didn't like.
What does she eat? Dry, wet, raw, home cooked?
Dry. I think it's dry. It just comes in packets of sachets, and then you just put it in the microwave for like 10-15 seconds, let it chill off it. And then she scrans it in like as if there's none tomorrow.
She weighs about 5 kilograms, would you say?
4.4 kilograms she is. Weighed her the other day. She's a little bastard. I was there. So what day was it? Tuesday morning, Christina had to get on an early shift. Or Wednesday it was actually, she went on mandatory training on Wednesday. So she left the house at like 8 o'clock and she put she left the house at 7:45 and she put Luna upstairs with us in the bedroom when she left the house. Now I wasn't getting out of bed till like 8:15. I was like, Emily, Ollie, you can get yourself ready. I'm not getting out of bed till like 8:20 before I've got to walk around to school. And then all I heard out of nowhere was like just a chewing. I was like, oh, what the fuck is she chewing now? Chewing Christina's phone charger, wasn't she? It's like shit. So then they get on Amazon and order like a same day delivery for a new phone charger to come. And Christina messages later on the day saying,
I'll tell you the price, mate.
and I know they're about fucking 30 quid a box.
22.60 a box.
Fucking ridiculous. Absolutely.
You in charge a 6-pack of fucking butchers for 2 quid.
Absolutely fucking ridiculous, isn't it? It's mental.
Butchers, Earls from fucking what's it called? Aldi. That's what Butch used to eat at the end. Earls. He loved the Earls.
Oh, like it's absolutely ridiculous, man. Like Christina, literally, she kind of gone out without having to pick up something for the dog. I'm like, you didn't pay this attention to the cat.
Doesn't the cat's pet to her now?
See?
From a cat.
Like literally, the cat went without any like packet of food for like 2 days. It's like you would never starve Luna without packets of food for 2 days. She went, well, she's been eating her biscuits. I was like, that's not the point. She went, well, cats just live on biscuits. Some of them was like, not every cat.
Fed the cat for 2 days.
No, I was like, she's been eating biscuits, like biscuit food.
Well, she needs proper food.
Like packets of food. That's what I said. I was like, you need to get the cat food, like packets of food. She went, well, some cats just live on biscuit food. Like, not every cat is a fat cunt. She needs a packet of food.
She's a proper Robson.
I was like, she needs the food. That's it. I was like, you would never do this to the dog for 2 days. I was like, you'd be looking for some 24-hour place to get her something.
Unbelievable, man. Be right at Asda.
I said, you'd be on Amazon for like same delivery. But that fucking food expensive. But Luna, like, she absolutely destroys it like it's human food. Like, I mean, some of the food like when you put in the microwave and then you just like chop it up for her, it just looks like mince. And it's like, oh, I could eat that, to be honest.
You would try.
There's me and Luna fucking scrapped out 1 plate of food.
I reckon you'd try the dog food.
But when Christina was, before we got that food, Christina would feed like the dog over the dog food from the packets.
Does it smell better than the dog food from the tin? Because that smells rank.
Nah, it stinks. It smells fucking awful. But Christina would get hand feed. I was like, what you doing, man? Like, put it on a fucking plate or a bowl. It's like, she's not here. Like,
has it got a dog bowl?
Aye. Got a dog
written on it.
She's got a dog bowl. She's got a plate. She's got anything. She's got a mat.
Got Christina fucking cutting the dumpling up for her.
Aye. Well, Christina, because literally the dog bowl that she eating's got about a lip about this big. And she's like, she kind of gets like, of course, she can get it. She stands out with the bowl. She's fucking 10 times the size of the bowl. So then she's putting on the plate. And then, like, Christine goes, what you do is like, put on a mat for her. Just put on a dog mat. Because she's too lazy to get next to a bowl or a plate. So I'll just put on the fucking mat. She likes to eat off the floor.
Might buy a big dog and just bring it round to it like, dog, rags it all over. By the way, I'm only joking. Don't
Christina, why can I hear my name and it's called Butternut Box? I have a discount code if anybody wants to eat it.
What, Beak 10, is it?
Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Panda Beak.
Aye. No,
that tickled you that one, didn't it?
Eh?
That tickled you.
Tickled that. I enjoyed that one. I did enjoy that one. Good one.
Every now and again, I fucking whip out the fucking world.
I think you're good for one now and a while. I still don't think we'll ever beat Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Love that one.
That one was beauty. Shenanigans.
We'll not put the story out how that came about. That was I think that was one of my best
shenanigans.
One of my best insults for people. Shenanigans. I mean, it's very fitting. More chins in a Chinese. Hey?
We'll just leave it as it is there, mate.
More chins in a Chinese phone book.
No, it's not. Just the two massive ones. One.
I'm talking about the same person still.
Yes.
Aye. That is true as well. That is true. But yeah, let's just move away from that one. Skirting on. Luna the fucking posh cunt.
Hey?
Luna the posh cunt.
I know. I hate that dog.
I hate that dog. Cost me a fortune.
Fucking hell, mate. I tell you what, the Robsons haven't had a good 2022, have you?
You want sorry?
Robsons haven't had a good 2022.
No.
The dog's been, you've had a kid's birthday, the dog's costing a fortune, you basically ran one car into the ground and written another one off.
Let's not forget that smashed Apple screen as well on a Mac.
Oh yeah, the MacBook.
But let's just not talk about that because that'll get me really angry. Let's not talk about that one.
Get him riled or eat up. We'll talk about it just before we're finishing, so you're angry when you're on Fortnite.
That was no good. Couldn't believe it. But so it's been an expensive start of 2022.
Yeah, you did not half of it. You think you've got expenditures. Gee, I've just bought a ticket. I went out there. We're going to Fury Wi-Fi. Don't spend more than £100. Comes back to us. Goes tickets, 150 quid each. Brilliant.
150.
Decent.
I was going to say, at least you get decent seats for it though. So,
well, what it is I said to him, I went, right, I plan on spending £100 on the ticket, 60 on the train, and 40 for the hotel for the night. 200 quid. Spent 140 on the ticket, 30 on the train, and 35 on the hotel. So in reality, I'm 5 quid out of budget. So it's not too.
I mean, to be honest as well, like you get a fantastic seat, comfortable seat,
padded seat,
beer holder.
That's it, innit? Oh, Darren paid 40 quid less and he's in the heavens.
Nah.
Is that Fury just being knocked out? Sorry, Darren, I did not have my binoculars on me.
Sorry, Darren, your Wi-Fi doesn't set up there. Didn't know what you were saying.
I am. We're going out with Plum on the Saturday afternoon. We'll get there for about 11, 12. We'll get changed, get in the room, get changed, and then we're just going down to like a pub around London, like North London way, just going in a pub, watch a fucking kick-off, early kick-off, catch the 3 o'clocks, and then now at Wembley for the fight.
Yeah.
It opens at 4:30. I think first fight's about 5:30.
Cannot wait, mate. Cannot wait. Like, I'm probably going to just buy the fight as well because I didn't want to like risk Chester's just being like buffing because it's going to be spiking all over the place because everybody's going to be watching it.
2 seconds.
So I'm just going to end up like probably I think just buying like the fight, and it's going to be. Oh, am I going to the pub? How much pubs and watch it? So no doubt one of them will have it on.
Fucking on the old fucking dodgy box.
Well, they are fucking dodgy cunts. They've just bought just renting out or bought or renting a new chalet somewhere. I mean, don't get me wrong, like it looks pretty decent, but the money that they're paying for it's like you can rent a really nice house, but it's out in the sticks. It's got like 3 acres of land or something, which they can do stuff to it in there. So, but it's like it's fucking mad money. But we know where that's coming from.
Pub game, innit?
Pub game is strong. That's what happens when you got 5 pubs.
That's it. Do pubs work?
But you know what? Like they opened up the Beehive in Coxall last weekend, and it done on Saturday. Done $3,000 on Saturday, just Saturday alone. Absolutely fucking mental that. Because like the people that had it beforehand were absolutely like, and I can say I'll say this loosely when you obviously you know my family and my brother, they were absolutely wrong-uns, and I mean absolutely wrong-uns, like hand over fist wrong-uns compared to my brother.
Years of wrangins.
But they were complete wrong-uns. But obviously like the pub was trashed, like absolutely smashed to bits when they got it. So they spent a lot of money like revamping the pub. They're changing the full layout of the pub, the bar from one side to the other, and it looks like
food.
Aye, there's food, aye. And
That's where you make your money in the pub game, the food.
Oh, 100%. And it looks really pristine. It looks nice and clean. They've got a mega beer garden. Like it looks
I'm
class.
brewing the summer, drive through, get some beer in there. Really.
Like, aye, it looks really good. It does look really good.
Get on the blow to your kid, fucking freebie for the BeardBrothers.
Well, I wouldn't pay for it. I tell them this. I was telling them this before. I was like, I'm never paying for a pint or anything when I come into any of your pubs. And I didn't care
I'm
who.
not going to raise pubs on a Saturday night.
Eh?
Well, I don't not going to raise pubs on a Saturday night.
The fucking miles away. We'd have to pay for taxis. And that would be like.
What's in South Shields, isn't it?
Nah, that got dropped ages ago.
Did it?
It did like in one day. It took, I think, 32 quid, and they're like, right, that's enough. Get gone. It wasn't enough to cover the bar staff's wages. It's like, nah, having any of this. So they dropped that one like a fucking bag of sand.
2 seconds, man.
But yeah, so we'll go through one time. We'll go through for some span. But yeah, it's pretty decent doing. Like I said, for the open on the Friday night. And said they had a really good night Friday. Oh,
I'll keep talking until the answers.
Who you ringing?
Oh, some idiot.
Plum.
No, bigger idiot.
Dave.
Bigger idiot.
What then? Plum or Dave? Paul.
2 seconds.
Imar.
Craigie boy.
Oh. Have you got your towel tucked into your pants? Is that one of them fours that we're talking about earlier on? Anyway, while we wait for Steve, this is a perfect time to throw up some sponsors. Ferg t-shirt.
Sponsoring us now, Ada.
Hey?
Ferg on the sponsor, Ada.
Ferg?
Aye.
No, but I can get a sponsor. I can get a discount code of Ferg. That's no problem. But I was chatting with Ryan earlier on, and I said, look, come on out the show.
Hello. Looking at my keys now. I'll send you a picture of mine. I think it's this one. I've had that locker open not long ago. No, I mean, Mick can round to play snooker every now and again. No. By B17, B18 and B19, it's one of them three. Check if it's open already. Check if it's open already. I think it's B19, to be honest, mate. be around with, like. Or on the invite for the big dog, like. All right, anyways. But I'm round there tomorrow for with Dave's up in he. We're going out down on the night time. I'll get him card or something. He's always welcome, Craig, you know that. Mate, I'm on my podcast. I'll give you a message a bit, right? Yeah, try, mate.
Should have asked him to design our website while he's there.
I actually got him to do that.
Eh?
Might ask him to do it, actually.
I think it's the best shout to do. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Aye. No, it's I've got a lock there. At the club, it's got like the snooker cues and all that in. And he's got a key for it because he's snooker cues in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, the key's not working. I was like, it was working last time I was in, mate.
It was
I think you might have the wrong key.
No, but I was talking to Riley earlier on today. Because he obviously sent the photos like scanning the food he put on Insta. And then I was like, why didn't you
don't want to get a collaboration, BeardBrothers and Ferg?
Well, that's what I said. I was like, get on the podcast. Give us a discount code for all our viewers and listeners for your clothes. I was like, we're international. We've got big followers. And I was like, and then we'll sort something out. He's like, we could do.
I would deck and these mates were like that. I would Dex mate went, oh now, Ferg follows them.
We're good food, you know. We're good at what we do. Like I was when I went to the Grange for some food, like last week. Obviously,
everyone loves the sizzler.
They love the sizzler. So last Sunday, when I went up to see Johnny, like our gaffer from footy, and he was talking to Baz. Like, he was there, and I was chatting with them for ages, and then they were saying like nobody gets out like how well he's doing. I was like, nah, nobody does. Like everyone just thinks like we're still there just to tack the piss in to get on, like whatever. Like we do really well. Like we get invited again for food. Like we get discount for places, and we get sent stuff, and we do really well. And like when I'm at footy, like there's a couple of them now where like we do really well. Josh Galley said that when I pushed out, I'd tap my leave him. But he you know what, he's always been all right with us, like with me about the brand. You know, he knows we're doing good. And he always gives us credit where it's deserved. And then some of them tap the piss, but I think like they're just jealous little cunts because they've got any life.
The thing is, that's the difference. Like in the American football team, they all support us, didn't they?
Yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm.
On the American football team, like Bingham will get us in, fucking day barbecues and shit for the club and that. Like have a fun day, fucking tap the barbecue down.
Yeah. I think that's what it is, and like when you've got the boys that support you, like it's class because like they love it. Like
well, how many of our team have were on the podcast?
That's it. But I said we could like I know if we did something with Rai would do something with us for like his brand and clothing brand. Like you could have like if you on this side, you can have Beavers on the other side. You could like literally make the t-shirts there. And obviously Rai sells out for fun. But there's so many different places and stuff we can go to, which is I said, I know one you've been at it 2 years, but it's like it's nothing. It's absolutely.
It's in my eyes, it's an 8-year project.
Oh, 100%. Like it's not short term. It was never going to be short term.
We just started year 2, and we've already got a good following. What it is we've got here. We haven't got a fake following. We've got a
genuine
following.
Yeah,
it's like a family net following we've got.
Mm-hmm. Like literally the 13 that we've got. We have probably had some good conversations with, I dare say, 3/4 of them.
Yeah.
And obviously you don't see the other people's because we don't interact with them as much or they don't interact with us much, but that's Instagram sorting it out. It's like, so we can't see their posts because Instagram doesn't bring them up. But like you said, the genuine followers, it's not like we haven't bought followers, we haven't like
naturally done it.
Yeah, it's organic growth, isn't it? We haven't sold out to get those followers. It's been a really good 2 years. I've enjoyed it, mate. Like
I think we'll need to get back to the old Gary V 2 cents. Let's get that back running.
Yeah.
Like one day and you do, one day I do it.
The 140, the 140, yeah. The 140 day. Was it 140 day? The 140 week?
Because that gave us massive
Oh, of course,
exposure
like I said, when we
it
first started
came out.
off, like when we were pushing it really big, it was really good. It was solid.
Because we rocketed from like a few people to 500. Like,
We were going like 20, 30 followers a day, which was mental. But obviously that was always going to slow down because you said like you get people following then just unfollow for fun. People go follow for follow and you follow them and then they drop out, which is like the worst thing in the world. Like get a grip, you sad cunts. I hate them people.
follow for follow is the worst thing to do. We follow people and pages because we like the content.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Like,
follow for follow is once again, it's not organic, and
it's not, is it? It's not like
want to get weeded out.
That's it. Well, that's why I said like if you look on our followers now, people that we follow, it's because we like their stuff, we like the content that they put out. It's not because like we need a follower, because we don't need a follower. We're good. We get invited now on the followers we've got now. So
1,300.
Right.
Sorry, 1,235 followers. No, sorry, 1,306 followers.
Mm-hmm.
And
then I think we follow about 1235, was it?
1,235, aye.
Like, and I will follow the majority of the people back who follow us, but that they've got to be food related content. Like, if it's just like somebody in the dog, I'm not going to follow them because that's not what we're about.
But we need to kick our ass back again. Get the post a day gone again. Put in I've got a few in the background that I can load in straight.
Yeah,
away.
I've got some bankers, but it's like they haven't been like set. But we've always said from the get go like they were never going to be like photography standard photos. We wanted just raw natural photos as we are like. And
yeah, I totally still do. But when the summer comes around, the barbecue will be out more. This that. So like, there's going to be more content. Summer for food is normally a high one because you've got the barbecue.
Yeah, of course is. And obviously when the weather's shit, like you didn't really get out as much. So like we've just got to tick over and do what we can. Get through. We've
got a review coming from a place that we went out today.
I'll probably put that once. Maybe I'll probably put up tonight. Still put up tonight. So it'll be obviously when these listeners will be there to see as well. But nice food, really nice food to be honest. I enjoyed that. But then again,
give you my opinion in a minute.
I've got obviously the food that I had from early on in the day as well. I can post tomorrow. Like
I think I've got a picture of a steak from Bolam's that I've done.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've got that to put. I've got.
That's like
steak from Bolam's. Some toad and Yule. Put on.
Well, we've got bankers. It's not like we haven't got it. We've got bankers there and we can post them. But like I said, it's just a case of like the past few weeks, we've just been so busy, man. Like I said, with work and doing rehab and obviously doing our like personal lives and stuff. And at the time, you don't get a chance. Like literally, I look at something, like if I scan tea at like 7 o'clock, like I'll post this when I finish. But then by the time I sit down and like literally then look, it's like 10 o'clock, I'm like, I can't post it now. It's far too late to post it now.
That's it. Well, we're back in the office as well. And like, yeah, it doesn't sound a lot, but like I'm in the office. So if I finish at 6:30 before, I used to have my tea on the go before I finish. So when I finish, I have my tea at 6:30 and I'm done. And then I could just relax. But now, like, especially on the job I'm doing now, I can be stuck back like 40, 50 minutes. And then I get in and I've got my tea. So I'm looking at the beginning of 8 o'clock. Before I even started relaxing.
Well, that's like me now. Like doing splits now. I finish at 8 o'clock every day. By the time I've had tea and sat down, it's 9 o'clock. And then I'm like, the last thing I want to do then is think, I need to post now. And then the next day rolls over now. And then I'm thinking like,
you might be worth like maybe doing it in like the day before's, like doing it in the middle of the split.
Yeah, well that's what it is. Like that's when I've got to then got to post them, but then I've got to remember to post it. Because if I get busy doing something else, then I'm like, shit. And then
I'm at that state. I went, I'll post that tonight. And I got doing something else. Next thing I know, I forgot about it.
Next thing you know, like, 2 days later, like, need to post that. That's something like, we'll probably slacked off. I'm not going to lie. We have probably slacked off.
I've got someone after a hoodie.
Have you? Well, I know we had some hats to place an order for. We need to place some hats. We need to get a few t-shirts. We need to order. We probably do need to order some stock and then just say like, look, it's here to buy.
That's what we wanted to know.
Eh?
The last one said as well.
I get up there, and we'll have to get. We can get it. We'll get it sorted. Hoodies, like you said, when we're buying individual hoodies, that's when they're just pricey as fuck. We make no money on a hoodie. None. We'll sell a hoodie for what we buy them for, which is awful. We just might need money for them.
But at
Not
this
like-
moment in time, it's more getting the brand out. Than
That's it. That's it. Like it's just pushing. Like 'cause at the moment, we don't need to make money. We just need to get it out there, which is fine. I don't mind that at all. We'll make money on t-shirts. That's fine. The t-shirts is what we'll make the money from. We'll not make any money on hats. We'll not make money on hoodies, but money will come from t-shirts. But at the minute, like I said, money doesn't mean nothing. We're good without money. We're doing this because we enjoy doing this. And we've had this conversation many times.
Love Scran.
Hey,
We love Scran.
we love Scran. That's it. That's it. Look, we get food, and that's our payment. We don't really need money from, like I said, merch. Like it's good if you buy merch because we love it. We love to see our brand out there. But getting free food is good enough for us. That's all.
Right, I'm finished. Are you finished?
I finished it years ago.
Right, let's go on to this one then.
That's it. You know what? Like,
It'll be a hell. Let's
yeah,
hope it's not hell.
Lager be a hell. Good can, good bottle even. Yeah,
Let's get some more.
we're there. So on that one, I would probably give it overall a 6 because it was quite a heavy drink in the end, and I probably struggle to get down it. It was probably the average lager, average pilsner from Germany. 6 will do. I just heard Christina telling her because he was on his obviously Xbox upstairs and he was gone berserk with it. He must have been like crying at the screen or something on the telly. So I heard Christina tell him off. No, it's good. It's all right. That one, look, it's good.
Well,
Yeah,
Gouldy
look,
always says you have the best pause.
Hey,
Gouldy says you have the best pause.
because he knows. Gouldy knows.
Gouldy knows not.
You know what? Gouldy hasn't been on for a while, has he? And he hasn't invited us to his house either.
He hasn't been to train. He's been working the wheel off.
Oh, that we'll let him off then. Because we've got a house party again to Gouldy's when we get invited.
I know.
Him and the posh one.
Near.
Aye. Yeah, that's what on YouTube. I think that's our most viewed video.
Is it?
The posh one. I remember when I posted and he messaged the next day saying, "The posh one, you daft bastards." He was raging but happy at the same time.
I love Nathan. Got a lot of time for Nathan.
All day long. Funny.
Well, I'll tell you a story about when I became the coach of the D line. So I became coach of the D line. So what they've done is they removed us out the O line and the offensive group chats. Literally 20 seconds later, Nathan Johnson messaged me probably, "What the fuck has gone on? What is happening with the club? You better not being fucking booted out." And I'm like, "No, mate, I'm D-line coach now." He's like, "Thank fuck for that.
Wolf of Wall
The
Street.
genuine ones actually like that."
Oh, actually, I think I remember you saying because you said like, "Yeah, my the only ones actually to get along with from the team." Yeah. But I think we've got about 4 weeks left of footy, and then probably 4 to 6 weeks left, and then I think I'll be good to go till September time.
Our season runs from April to July. June, July.
Obviously, like I said, I don't expect to play like the first few games because obviously I know like I need to show commitment and come and stuff, but I just can't wait just to play again.
It's literally we are, I think it's the 14th or 15th of April is our first game. We've got a game on Easter Sunday.
Yeah. Doesn't bother me that.
Neither. Didn't celebrate it. I'm Catholic.
Hey,
Not Catholic. I didn't celebrate it.
Ollie,
Didn't even get eggs or out.
Ollie gave up Lind. I tell you, did he give up sweets and chocolate for Lind?
How's he doing?
Eh?
How's he doing?
Well, he gave up sweets and chocolate for Lind. And then he says, well, actually, I'm only giving up sweets because I need Nutella on my
Lent.
toast in the morning. Eh?
Don't just say interviews for Lent.
Oh, Lent, aye. What I say?
Lint.
Oh, Lint roller. Lint chocolate. That's what I'm thinking, Lint chocolate.
Lint, that's the stuff you get in your pocket, isn't it?
You know, but I was thinking about Lint chocolates. Anyways, he's giving up chocolates for Lint.
Well, you didn't eat a fucking Kit Kat. I said Lint, not Lent.
So he said he was giving up chocolate and sweets for Lent. And then he goes, actually, yes, he goes, oh, I'm only giving up sweets because I need Nutella on my toast in the morning. I was like, why I? I was like, that's like me saying, because I said I'd give up energy drinks while he gives up that. It's like, well, that's just like me saying I can grab a Lucozade Sport because it's not an energy drink, it's a isotonic. He's like, and he said, well, you can't. Like, no, Lee, that's not how it works. Like, I'm giving up all energy drinks. Like, so
what you're doing all these, you're basically fluffing the rules.
that's it. I was like, yeah, absolutely. You just double standing stuff. I was like, it's not happening. So now he's only giving up sweets and not chocolate.
Should tell me I skip some out instead.
Oh, I'll
Sweets
say
and fizzy pop.
he doesn't drink fizzy pop.
Sweets and diluted pop. Get him on the fizzy.
Do you know what? He doesn't drink that. He drinks water. All he drinks majority
Right,
water.
he's not allowed to drink water.
Look, Ollie, you can't drink. You can only drink fizzy pop now, right? Like I said, I think I've told you many times. Ollie's one of the strangest kids in the world. Like you can literally line up. You could line up fizzy pop, water, squash, or milk, and he'd take milk or water over fizzy pop and squash.
I don't do Lent because, as I said, I'm not Catholic.
Yeah, I don't believe in it now. But I think it's a joke.
Mix it, I might be more like a Jew. Yes, Steve. I was like, fucking hell, whoa, what you on about?
Who said that, Mick?
Mick, so I went, right, I believe Jesus existed, but I don't believe that he turned 2 fish and 2 loaves of bread to feed 5,000 people. Fuck that, or turned water into wine. That I don't believe.
Bullshit.
Maybe water, some grapes, and fucking a bit of fermenting, and he might have get in there, but. But I believe that the person could have existed, but the things that I don't do,
Yeah.
That's false. Like Moses parted the sea.
The Red Sea.
But just went like that. And it went apart.
Like fucking, like Bruce Almighty, go with a suit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I was thinking more like Pirates of the Caribbean. When they're after the, what's it called?
The treasure chest.
No, the last one. Salazar's Revenge or something, when they're going after the trident.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, wow.
And just for the Disney fans that might follow us, it's a bit like Moana. When the sea just opens up for the little girl. You've probably never seen it, so it's probably lost on you.
Moana.
Moana.
It's spelled the same, Mona, innit?
Yeah, Moana.
But she moans, does she moan a lot?
To be honest, for a little Disney princess, no, she doesn't. Like, just when she's trying to demand the rock to attack her to Tafiti, an island.
Proper woman.
Yeah, you know, Moana's a good movie. It's a good Disney movie. It's decent.
Tell you what movie I like, right? And this might shock you.
Ghostbusters.
Zootropolis.
I love Zootropolis.
It's great, isn't it?
I love. Like, you know what? Like, do you know when they get to the DMV, the sloth behind the counter? Let me tell this the joke. Hey,
it's yeah.
And literally all the kids say the sloth is my spirit animal. They say anytime we go out,
Bloody is.
I know. Anytime we go out, we see anything to do with sloth, maybe a stuffed teddy or a toy or a picture. They're going, "There's Dad." I'm like, "Yes, it is. Yes, it is." But anytime we want to do Zootropolis, they go, "There's Dad. Let me tell you a joke." I love the sloth, me. What a guy. I wonder what he's called.
Have you had a taste of this yet?
Aye, it's actually quite nice.
I like it.
I was going to say, compare that one. It's really light and it's really nice to drink.
But the two different, this is a Hells and that's a Pilsner.
Yeah, like I said, mega difference. Like this is such a light drink where the Pilsner was a really heavy drink. But this Hells
Could
Could
drink it
this
for days.
fun. Hey?
Drink it for days.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Drink it for fun. Like,
Anybody who knows Talk Bar like we do, and who loves a blue ribbon,
oh,
Talk Bar's got blue ribbon back on draft. The original recipe, like it was when it was getting shipped in from Milwaukee. So if you want the pint, it's getting put on this week.
Ah, what a great name! I couldn't think of what he was called. The sloth from
Marty.
Zootopia. Eh?
You got Marty.
No, that's the from Madagascar.
Never seen.
Eh?
Never seen Madagascar.
Oh, but I think the lion from Madagascar is called Marty, or the zebra, one of the
The
two.
lion, fuck off.
No, it is. I think it's either the lion or the zebra from Madagascar is called Marty.
I reckon it would be a weasel, because you're a bit of a weasel.
No, I'm a lizard. We said I was a lizard.
A weasel.
A lizard. No, but anyways.
Well, your tail drops off, does it, when people touch it?
Where they from Madagascar? No, it's a zebra. It's Chris Tucker who plays the zebra.
Voices the zebra.
Chris Rock. Eh?
Voices.
Aye, voices, aye.
Plays it. Chris Rock.
He does.
The zebra costume.
But he does anyway. But anyways, so in Zootopia, he's called Flash. Flash the sloth. It's class. Like, I think it's fantastic.
That is a proper army nickname when you got someone who's tiny and you nickname them Lofty.
Oh man, you know what? I see so many people on TikTok. Well, there's like this radio company in Australia. They have like people phoning, giving like people's nicknames that they call from work, and some of them are fantastic. And I can't even I just heard you say that joke there, but some of them that they say it, like I'm buckled with laugh, like absolutely dying with laughter. And I can't think of any of them now, but they're really funny.
Mate, do you know which the greatest nickname for a footballer I've ever heard of, right? His nickname was One Size. His name was Fitzhall.
No.
One size fits all.
You know what, and I think some of the best football bands that we've had for a long time is when we played Wickham, like last season at home, when we were singing I Can Film Where Your Tits Were Slide, and he was like, yes! What a guy, man, what a guy. Like, he is the epitome of footballing fan. Like, he's a football fan turned professional footballer. Right. Like, he loves it. He loves everything about football. He should not be a footballer, but he's a decent footballer. And he loves it. He loves the fans.
He does nothing but score.
Hey?
He does not. He's basically an overweight English version of Thomas Muller.
He scores goals for fun.
Pace, knee skill, but in the right place, putting the ball in the net.
Like, I love Mac and Fem with me, and like he's such like when you watch him, like his interviews and stuff, and like when you're watching him off air on like different programs, he's class and he's mint. Like, we should have signed him rather than Defoe.
Aye.
He just scored his goals.
Fucking what off?
Aye. Like, I'm going to stand by what I said about Defoe. Like, we shouldn't have signed him.
I said that at the beginning, if I wanted us to get a younger person.
Like I said, I think we've said now, like, for the club at the time, it was probably the right thing to do because we've just sacked our manager.
You know what is, right? This is a cynical side of Steve coming out.
You, cynical? Behave yourself.
No, it's not often it happens. But I reckon sacking Johnson and getting Defoe was to appease the fans for the bombshell that happened a week later about the announcement of who's still in charge of the club.
Mm. But
it kind of seemed like because a lot of the idiots, I'm not going to call them idiots, wanted Johnson out when we're third in the league. We're fucking sixth now.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
We've won one since we sacked him. And we sacked him in January. It's March now. We won one game.
It's not good enough. It's not good enough.
Right. And then we got Defoe in to appease once again the idiots. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was to appease them, to kind of get away from the fact that Meffrin and Donald still own more of the club.
Yeah. Well, it came out like they're still shareholders, like mega shareholders, and it's like we all thought, like, to be honest, like Kirill, he's really pissing me off because like he come out at the point he was like all for the club and all like this goody two shoes like young little kid who's gonna be the best thing since sliced bread, but he's not. He really isn't. Like I like what he's doing. I like what he's doing, bringing the young kids through, which is great.
The problem is Kirill. There was a non-disclosure in there, so he couldn't even talk about it for a year. That was the problem. So he might have wanted to buy the club, but they might have said, "We're only going to sell you 41% of it."
Yeah.
And then, but you can't tell anyone that for a year. So he might have, but he might then want to buy the remaining, because Donald said the remaining 30-something% that him and Meprin own, 42% that they own, they're happy to sell for 11.7 million.
Oval bastards, oval cunts.
But I think it was more. I know it sounds bad, but I'm going to stand on my side here. Maybe it was just put in the door for Kirill. Maybe they said we're not selling the full club.
Just get your foot in the door.
41%, you get control, but we're not selling you it just now. We're going to sell you it later down the line.
Mm-hmm. I think, like I said, it's just the way the club is run, and we've said this for years now. It's pitiful. It's scary. It's an embarrassment. Like it's a joke. It is really a joke. And like I said, to sack our manager when he done nothing wrong. He lost 2 really bad back-to-back games, like which were like, don't get me wrong, they were poor. You can't fucking like get away from that. But
yeah, but he has them moments. Look at it early in the season when we lost to Rotherham and then Chef Wed 4-0 then 3-0.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like,
back.
But then we went on a 13-game streak, a 13-game unbeaten streak, and like I think it was so wrong to sack him. We said from the get-go like it was wrong, which is why obviously we had the like dispute in the group. But I was like, look, it's not the right thing to do. You can't sack him on that. He's been sacked on the purpose, like being smashed 6-0. It's not good enough. And then the next week, we played his fucking team after he got sacked, his exact 11, his exact formation, and then got beat again. It's like, well, what he's doing? Like, if we actually had a manager, that would have been a different story.
Lyndon Gooch, how he's around that team still is unbeknown to me.
You know what? Like at the game the other night, the Tuesday when obviously that the fan had the cardiac arrest and passed away, all night long, literally, I was saying I was sweating like, we've got Ross Stewart in the box, one of the tallest strikers in the league. Put in the box for him. Put in the box, give him a cross, let him get a chance.
Finally, someone crossed it in.
Oh, that's it. 93rd minute, we got the first crossing on his nut. He scored a goal. I was like, for 90 minutes, I've been saying, put the ball in the box for him. Put the ball in the box.
I think that's basically what we've done was idiotic. Sacking the manager.
Absolutely stupid, stupendous.
I said I was down at our kid. I went, look, we kept Lee Johnson in, would have beat Doncaster, who would have won at Cheltenham.
Course would have. 100%.
Would have still been in the hunt for automatic promotion.
Automatic, aye, but that's it. Because we've lost like the 3 on the spin, we're nowhere near automatic promotion now, and that's
even the manager Alex Neil the new manager come out and said automatic promotion. No, we'll go up through the playoff.
You know what the best thing about him is? He's so honest. And look, when he got asked about long term, I'm not talking about long term because we all know in football, if you don't do short term, you're not getting long term. And it's God's honest truth. If he doesn't get us promoted this season, he'll not be there next season.
Like I just don't understand. Like we've got Bath, Doyle, really right, who's injured quite a bit at the moment. That Gemelli, and we had Flanagan, and we got rid of Flanagan, brought no one in to replace him.
To be honest, we probably got rid of our best fucking defender.
It could have been at this point this season. He has been.
Oh, he was. That's what I'm saying. At this season, he's been our best defender. And last season, I'm not going to lie, it was awful last season, but this season he was fantastic for us.
Yeah, like this one, like Trey Hume, right back, played brilliant the 2 games I saw him in. Drop him for Carl Winchester, midfielder.
Play Winchester in midfield. Play him right wing. Drop Gooch. Play him right wing for Gooch.
But the thing is, like Trey Hume was playing great. He had 2 good games. Yeah, we got beat, but they weren't because of him.
That's it. Well, I don't get, like, you bring a player in to strengthen your team and don't play him. Same as Clark and Roberts. Like when they played, they've looked like they've wanted so much more. Like
but we stick with fucking Elliot Embleton on the right, who's not a right midfielder.
He's a centre midfielder.
And then Lyndon Gucci is not even a footballer in mine.
Like you're saying, Roberts and Clark, they're two players that want to run at players, want to attack defenders on, but they're not playing them. Like, what is going on here? It's so fucked up from the core. It's awful. But that's football, and we'll see how we get on tomorrow.
Corey Evans still in the team.
He was awful. Like that game against it was a fucking Burton the Tuesday night at half time. He could have been subbed easy by then. Awful.
You know, I like that Matete.
Hey, he looks different class. He looks different class.
When we got beat, but at least he was looking for the ball.
That's what I said. I was sweaty. Look, he's gone. He's dropping off from midfield, getting the ball off the centre half, and turning and running through the middle of the park and looking to make stuff happen. And he wants the ball, and he looks different class. Like he looks absolutely different class.
Yeah, he made a couple of mistakes and we lost because no one was helping him.
That's not on him though. Like
Doyle is absolutely
the best player in the world.
Playing a full season for him in circle the fuck.
Well, the best player in the world is going to give the ball away at least twice in a game. It's fact. Well, look, when we do with Burton 1-1, when Defoe give the ball away, fucking right back. I said, oh, sweaty at heart. Like when it happened, I was like, if anybody else give that ball away, they'd have been booed off the fucking pitch. They'd have been slated because it was Defoe. Like they let him get away. I was like, it's not good enough. It's awful.
Like literally, it's like Callum Doyle. You can tell he's physically exhausted. He's 17 or 18. His first full season. He's already played 40-something games.
Yeah. But that's what Alex Neil said. Was he's like, look, you've got young kids who've played far too much football. Like they shouldn't be playing this much football, and you've got people that's not playing enough. And that's what I can understand where he's coming from. And it's true. Like it's awful for them kids to play so much football and putting so much pressure on them. But at the minute, we can't do nothing else but that.
We haven't got the people there because we're getting rid of players like Tom Flanagan.
Like I don't understand why you get rid of.
However, I did hear that. I didn't see the Wigan game, but I did hear that Gemelli had a good game.
Against who?
Wigan.
I watched the game.
That's
what I'm saying. Like
Gemelli begins with an X.
Yeah, like they didn't like it was just a comfortable game from them. Like Wigan never looked like the one that scored. Like never looked like they could get anywhere near.
He was a good player before he tore his ACL, wasn't he?
Who's that?
That Ajin Gemelli.
Oh, Gemelli, yeah, from what's that? Yeah, like good player.
Before he tore his ACL, wasn't he?
I seen James McLean got red carded and all last week and all. Midweek. I hate that country. Hate him.
I do as well.
Hate that. Hate James McLean.
He hates the English, but he's happy to take the money off us.
I hate that. Hate the bastard. Remember when he did the poppy situation and all?
Still does it.
Horrible little bastard.
He refused to wear poppy.
But they're happy to play. In
my eyes, if you refuse to wear the poppy, you shouldn't be allowed to be in England.
You shouldn't be allowed to play in the English league. If that's the case.
You know what, James? Gone out Ireland and this money because you win it. Wear a poppy or fuck off.
Gone on this money in fucking Shamrock Rovers. You daft cunt. It's not happening. No disrespect to Shamrock Rovers, by the way, but
massive disrespect from Shamrock.
Well, we're up here.
Right, let's round this up. We've had a bit of chat here, haven't we?
It's been alright.
Righting the wrongs of the world.
Well, that's what we do in the BeardBrothers fashion. We right them fucking wrongs. But yeah, it's been decent from the fact of COVID, from Russia and Ukraine, from Sunderland, from my dog being a posh little bastard.
Dog gear fucking shitting on the rug.
Hi, fucking dog getting fed better than what I get fed.
But I highly doubt that, Marty.
I mean, it's up there. It's close.
Gets fed better than your fucking kids do.
Oh, that's a given. She gets love better than what they do, and all the little bastards.
And I hear Christina when we're on the computer and Angela, who's me little baby girl? Hey,
Luna. Like, get a grip. Yeah, what, have you got a dog voice? Hi, Luna, move now. Move, bitch.
My dog voice is.
That's it. Sit, you little bastard.
You say them about a day, something like, "Whoop," and then it stop.
And
And
that's
then it
it.
leans forward. "Whoop."
No, that's it. Like literally, if I'm at work, I'm on the laptop in the sitting room, and I can see Luna going literally. She goes in the back corner in the sitting room. She's just a little spiral on the floor. I'm like, she's going to do shit. So I'm quickly pausing the microphone. Like, wait. And she's like, oh, I'm like, don't you fucking dare. And she'll have to keep telling her for like 5 minutes to finish the call and get her outside. Like she's not doing shit in there.
They met on web chat where he just
Move, you bastard. Yeah, cool. So beers tonight, like I said, we had the Jever Pilsner, which was all right. Your average German lager pils, decent. And then we had Lager Beer Hell, which was by far the better of the two. All in all, I would give that an 8.5.
I was going to go an 8 for that one.
Yeah, we're going with yours on your
Yeah.
bottom. Yeah, you could drink that for fun, like no problem at all.
Dealer's choice, is it?
Aye, we're going dealer's choice.
Yeah, I just saw him. I thought, I'll get 2 lagers because being out for food, I didn't want to get like an IPA or something.
Yeah, heavy. Well, obviously, I'm off on Tuesday, so I'll get us the beer Tuesday for next week. We're at the match. I at the match on Tuesday.
Yes.
What time you finish?
Fair enough.
Hope it's a 6 o'clock finish. Straight to Brewskis. Fleetwood on Tuesday.
You can go your own way. Fleetwood Mac, by the way. 5:30, I finish.
Yes, Brewskis for 6 o'clock.
I've got to get me tea.
No, they've got the burger van. They've got like a gourmet van or something outside.
Fucking spending my money, yeah, boy.
Yes, he's there. 6 o'clock in Brewskis.
6 o'clock in Brewskis.
I love that. Sweaty's
You got a
buying
spare ticket or out gone?
Eh?
Got a spare ticket or out gone?
No, Sweaty's gone, so she's buying.
I'd say Plum's gone.
Why?
Still gives a look down.
Oh, fair enough. Why? Sweaty'll buy the beers.
Not sure.
Eh?
She's unemployed now.
Sweaty's not unemployed.
She's unemployable.
Oh, she's unemployable, but somehow she's not unemployed. Daft
To
cow.
work for your mix, still, is she?
Aye, she runs one of the pubs. No, she's
Brown by the looks of it.
the one in South Shields.
36 quid.
That's it. That's what she took out the till herself. Right, but
Right,
yeah,
we made £36 and that beer sweaty 40 quid, so minus 4 quid.
man is the money. But yeah, on that bombshell on Sweaty being a fucking bender. YouTube, do drop a subscribe. I know we say this all the time now, and we shouldn't have to take, but we need 100 subs on YouTube.
YouTube subscribers, but the people who watch us are our YouTube subscribers.
Yeah, but people that listen to it may not be. So in the links,
people who don't watch it on YouTube and listen on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple, fuck Android.
Fuck Android.
Go on to YouTube, find us on there, BeardBrothers Food.
Links in the description, obviously.
Links in the description. Hit the like button.
We need to hit
I've
them.
got a few likes from the new team.
Yeah, yes.
Did you see that?
Not on YouTube, no. I've seen on Instagram, but not on YouTube.
And a few people joined on YouTube as well.
Have they though? Because I don't think they have. I think they might be lying to you. YouTube hasn't moved for a little while. But anyways, by the by, we'll leave that as it is for now. We'll finish that conversation.
Yeah, I watched them do it.
Eh?
I watched them do it, especially when they heard there was a free fucking hoodie on the go.
Nah, YouTube stayed the same. Hasn't moved.
This
79
was like
on YouTube.
3 or 4 weeks ago, and they've done it.
Well, I think it's moved like 3 or 4 in the space of 3 or 4 weeks, but 79, we need 100 for that name change. That's what we're pushing for still. But anyways, if you haven't already done so, please drop a sub on YouTube. The link will be in the description. There's a chance for some freebies and some free merch. Like I said, it's free. Who doesn't want free stuff? That's all we ask for. Potentially, like I said, we've got some merch coming soon. I said, if you're ever interested in any of our stuff, t-shirts, hoodies, hats. So like we said,
Not that
let us
hat
know.
because he's wearing a hoodie. We'll get you a new one.
Hat. Let us know, like, good hat, lovely and warm. Keep your napper lovely dry, lovely and
Well,
warm.
I did the sock one. A little logo there.
Fuck the sock hats.
Oh,
Beanie hats all day. But beanie for the win. But yeah,
I wear
like we
both,
said,
to be honest.
we're not bothered about obviously making money from it. Like I said, we'll sell it just to put our brand out there. We'll appreciate if you've met before us at any possible chance. But until that point there, and until next week, we hope you guys have a lovely weekend. Stay safe for all of next week. Until then, we're the Broskis.
These are the Brewskis.
We're off skis. Stay safe,
Boom.
guys. What's that? Hello, bye.